This is Officer Donohue at the scene of that shooting. The officer who was killed, Sean Collier, was a good friend of his. Within 3 hours, Dick Donohue would be the next to go down.
Did you have any idea at any point that you were looking for the Boston Marathon bombers?
Well, at first, it was no. It was this just appeared to be some crazy random act of violence. But there was a gunfire being exchanged, and once they started throwing the bombs or improvised explosive devices, that I guess you don't even need to say a word. You're like, this is it. These are the guys.
Not long after arriving at the scene, Donohue was shot.
So, what do you know about what happened to you?
My partner tackled me just to get me down, and it was in front of someone's driveway, and he applied pressure trying to figure out where I was shot and that sort of thing.
Kim Donohue was at home when the doorbell rang. It was a transit police sergeant in uniform.
And I immediately opened the door and I just said, "You are my worst nightmare."
You said those words?
Yeah, it was the first thing I said to him. I said, "I know why you're here." I said, "You better tell me if Dick is dead right now." I said, don't walk in this house. Don't come past the door. I said, "Tell me if Dick is dead." He said, "He's not dead." He said, "He's in the OR. He was shot in the groin, but he is not dead."
A bullet severed Donohue's femoral artery. He lost so much blood, his heart stopped, and he wasn't breathing.
I mean, technically, you kind of died.
I did die, yeah.
You know, there's this horrible cliche that, out of every terrible experience, there's this silver lining. Have you found one?
Absolutely. I mean, there's more of a silver lining than anything bad that's come out of this. And when Dick gets out of the ICU and when he feels better, this will ultimately be the best thing that has ever happened to us. We will never not enjoy a day. We will never not enjoy a hug or a kiss. And my hope is that once he returns to normal, we'll only remember the good from this.
So, John, when does Officer Donohue get out of the hospital?
Well, right now he's in the intensive care unit, but that's really because they can't feed him solid food. So their goal is to get him back on the normal foods. That will get him out of ICU and into physical therapy so he can learn to walk again. And he's anxious to get back to police work. The people at Mount Auburn Hospital said, "You're not going to be running and jumping anytime soon." But he said, "I'll take a desk job till I'm ready for patrol."
A ways to go yet. John, thanks very much. Great interview.
Thanks.
John will have more of that interview with Officer Donohue tomorrow on CBS This Morning.